The one thing that I hate so much in my soul is a goddamn liar. I hate it. And then when you lie to my face, hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Nicole Mercedes. Thanks for coming back. And if you're new, welcome. So this week we're going to be talking about gaslighting. This is something that's been happening a ton. I know it happens a lot in my life. And we're going to talk about how it can affect people. I'll show you how it's affected me and things that we can do in order to identify it so that we know how to work with fixing it when it does happen to us. Because honestly, some of us don't even notice that it's happening. So let's figure it out together. So in a way, gaslighting is psychological warfare. So this is a type of emotional and mental abuse that someone is trying to manipulate you into thinking different distracting tactics that probably alter your truth, how you see things, and it's making you think that you're going crazy and what happened did not just happen, and don't believe your own eyes and your own ears. We're supposed to listen to what that other person is saying. This form of manipulation makes people think that their truth and what actually happened is not true. And this can happen and come from anybody, but particularly in your relationships. So if this is a partner, your significant other, a family member, friends, or co-workers. It may not be as visible as other types of abuse, but this can be super damaging to people if it's left unchecked. And there are toxic people who use this in order to manipulate you to gain power over you and other people around them. So how does all this even work? The whole point of gaslighting someone is to undermine their perceived reality. So like I said, what you saw, what was said to you, how you feel about it, it didn't happen. What are you talking about? And usually after talking to somebody who's gaslighting you, you leave super confused. You're wondering yo, did I read that whole situation wrong? You feel dazed, wondering what is actually wrong with you instead of what's wrong with the person that just gaslit you. So these tactics are totally confusing, and they're confusing for a reason. They're trying to throw you off your game for you to not understand what they are actually doing to you. So we're gonna talk about the multiple ways that people can gaslight you, okay? So we're gonna go with number one, which is probably the biggest one that I've noticed that has definitely happened to me, is they will lie to you. Most gaslighters are freaking liars. Some of the ones that I've run into, at least the people that I know that are very good at it, are habitual and pathological liars. And the thing is, sometimes they get so good at it that you don't even know that they're doing it. And the fact that people lie so long, they lie about the smallest things. It starts off real small. They might lie about this itty bitty thing, and at first you don't notice it because it's super insignificant. Who would lie about something like that, right? It just doesn't matter. Wrong. They lie about everything. They lie so much. At this point, I literally don't know what's real or what's not real. I can't tell between reality or the reality that they're trying to create for me, because they're constantly feeding me bullshit to whatever is wrong in their mind to make themselves feel better about a situation. It is so insane. They will literally lie straight to your face, look you dead in your eyes, and blatantly lie, and then not change the story. And even when you know it's a lie. The most recent for me, beginning of the year, unfortunately. And sit here, lie straight to my face. Oh, I don't feel that way. Oh really? I don't think I give mixed signals. No, I don't do that. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, you're right. Maybe I must have read that wrong. I just must have read the situation wrong. And whatever, I'll get over it. I was good for 30 minutes. And then my brain was like, Nicole, bitch, he lying, right? He's lying. He's lying to your face. He lied to your face. Right to your face. Because that's not right. And I'm like, no.
This motherfucker lied.
He dead ass lied. He just gaslit the shit out of me, and I didn't even notice it. Instant anger. Oh my god, I haven't been that pissed off in a really, really freaking long time. Clearly, I still feel some type of way about it, but yeah, it happens. It happens to the best of us. The one thing that I hate so much in my soul is a goddamn liar. I hate it. And then when you lie to my face, they really think you're stupid. And they thought because they didn't want to sit here and just actually have like a normal, real, open conversation because they were uncomfortable. So they're going to make you, Nicole, think you're crazy. Even though you clocked what it was. But you're not going to make me look like I'm fucking stupid. That's what you're not going to do. But on to the next topic. Secondly, these people will deflect their blame. Anyone who's gaslighting you, they do not want to admit that they're wrong. And instead of actually being like, yo, you know, my bad, like, I really effed up, and it's trying to just own up to, they're not going to do that. They don't want to. Thirdly, there's three fingers, Nicole. Someone is going to, they're going to try to discredit you. Again, this has happened. I think I've come across like every type of gaslighter. Oh my god. So gaslighters, they love to gossip, and if they are gaslighting you, they gonna love to gossip about you, child. They're gonna gossip. They're gonna spread rumors about you, and they can pretend to be worried about you. Person was concerned about me and was asking like, oh, I want to help you with such and such, and why don't we talk about this? You know, do you need help getting on to this situation? And I can help you. And then behind your back was like, yo, Nicole is this and that and that and this. If that person is believable, you're going to have other people who might look at you like, oh wow, like she's legit crazy, like she's unstable. Like, man, that person was right. Luckily, when this happened to me back in college, said person was talking about me to every Tom, Dick, and Harry that they knew, which was also like either a friend or acquaintance of mine. And you know, luckily when they heard the story that this person was toting around about me, everybody, like I heard actually straight from a few people were like, yo, like she said something about you, but like I point blank said, that doesn't actually sound like Nicole, so what are you not telling us? That makes me feel so good, because at the end of the day, that makes it like, you know, that I'm a consistent person. But the fact that I'm not even could be like really close to somebody and you're friends with them and your friends are like, yo, that doesn't sound like her. What did you do that you're not telling us? Because your story doesn't make any sense. Your life must be like a sad sack. So another really common thing that people will do is they want to shift the blame. So you will notice this if all your discussions that you have with this person, somehow the conversation gets shifted back to you, and somehow no matter what happened they did, like you somehow take the blame for it. And this can sometimes make you feel like, they'll try to make you feel like you're the blame for their behavior. So if you didn't do such and such, they wouldn't have treated you badly. So if they're trivializing your behavior or like your feelings, they're using that to gain power over you and to make you feel less than. So this is like someone telling you to calm down, or like you're overreacting, or you're being super sensitive and it was just a joke. Why are you so upset? Statements like that. And also the notice, they will deny any wrongdoing whatsoever. They will not own up to anything. These guys, they will try whatever it takes to not take responsibility for anything. They want to avoid consequences for their actions at all costs. They're not acknowledging the pain that they put you in. How do you sit there with like all the technology we have now, all the receipts that people can sit here and do and show, and even with that in your face, instead of apologizing and just saying how much of a crappy person you've been, they literally look at you like, no, that person can't even heal and try to move forward, especially if you're in a relationship with somebody. Like if you stole, you know, like I'm thinking stealing money, cheating on someone, anything crazy like that, right? And you just deny that you did it, and the person like, you can't even apologize to them. So being gaslighted can cause severe anxiety and depression. Also, it has been linked to causing people to have severe nervous breakdowns, which is not surprising, because if you have manipulated someone enough to think that no matter what they think or said or seen or anything is not real, not reality, it can literally drive someone insane. So for those reasons, it is totally important. It is a necessity for all of us to understand when someone is gaslighting us. If any of these next signs that I'm gonna list off for you, if it seems not foreign, seems very familiar to you, you may have, most likely were gaslit to either a low or a very high level, and you might want to consider the access that you let those people have to you. Okay, so the first one, you doubt your feelings and your reality. So with this, you're going to try to convince yourself like what just happened really wasn't a big deal, or it didn't actually happen at all. Secondly, you feel vulnerable or insecure. And this is like, if you're around this person, you're that whole walking on eggshells feeling, and you don't feel comfortable, or you also lack like a high self-esteem. Okay, third, you question your own judgment. 4, you were disappointed in yourself. So you're thinking that you're no longer the same assertive or passive, like passionate person that you used to be, and now you feel that you are like weaker and more passive. Okay, number 5, you feel confused. So number 6, you wonder if you're stupid or if you're crazy. So this person's words make you feel inadequate or literally like insane, to the point that you will start internalizing what they're saying, and they're like, you know, maybe I do have a problem. Number 7, you feel alone and powerless, which is definitely the way that a gaslighter wants you to feel, that you think like, okay, everyone around you thinks that you are stupid and lazy or insane. So number 8, you apologize for literally everything. Number 9, you start second guessing yourself. You start thinking and trying to go back onto past experiences, trying to think, do you actually remember things correctly? Or, you know, like maybe all these details that you thought you knew, it's not really the case, and maybe you are wrong. And number 10, you struggle with making decisions. You did not trust yourself, so you rather have other people make decisions for you, or you're gonna avoid making decisions completely. So if any of those last 10 signs that I gave you like really identify with you, then I need you to go talk to a professional. If this has been happening to you for a while. So many of us have unfortunately gone through gaslighting, especially from someone that we love, like a family member, a friend, or a significant other. And especially if that person has like narcissistic tendencies, then you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, those people in particular, they are singularly motivated to defend themselves and to keep their reality in complete like check. They're trying to keep it completely whole, and like especially people who have narcissistic traits, they have no empathy for other people. Hence why they literally don't stop to think about what their actions do to the rest of us, because they don't care, because they don't have the capacity to actually care about how the rest of us feel. Also, they have extremely fragile egos. Hence why they love to sit there and lie in your face, because they don't want other people to know that like they're not doing well. They don't like the rest of us to know that they have problems, so they're projecting onto us. They don't like the fact that if you really know them and you check them on their crap, that they will shut down and try to prove that we don't know who they are, because they don't like hearing the truth. And instead of, we are threatening their reality. They are trying to project onto you, and they are trying to protect whatever flaw or failure that they think in their brain that they have, and you figured it out and you pointed it out and they don't want to actually hear it. They will gaslight you till no end. A lot of us love to give people the benefit of the doubt. With some people in my life, I'm like, oh, well, maybe, you know, you don't know what you're doing. Or maybe, no. They know what they're doing. They will use those emotions, and they know how you feel about them to tell a different story, to bend the truth, to sit here and just make you think, no, like everything is fine. So what I've learned to do, you need to learn how to set some boundaries. I know setting boundaries can be difficult for a lot of us, especially if you are extremely close to people and the people who are gaslighting you. It is very hard to set boundaries. Set the boundaries. And if you set the boundaries and the people cross the boundary, then there should be repercussions for their actions. Whatever your hard line is, stick to it. Also, learn how to manage expectations with these people. It's not, unfortunately, there's a really good chance that those people will not change. I've had to come to that realization that there are certain people in my life that will not change. If they're not going to come around and they don't want to change their behavior, they are going to be the people who are going to be old and miserable and alone. Because they've pushed everyone away, because they've lied to people so much, because they've manipulated situations to get what they want. They will take everything from you to fill whatever crappy void that is there in their own soul that they don't, and they refuse to accept that they have, and they refuse to actually do anything to change it. And you have to let them go. You might have to let those people go. And it's not fun. And then you just need to be able to make healthy choices on how you're going to interact with those people, if you have to still interact with those people. I really think sometimes, like, there's just some things like you can't like care and love people out of. Hopefully this was beneficial for some of you guys who couldn't even identify. You might have felt like you were being gaslit, or at least someone was doing whatever to you and you couldn't really get a word for it and you couldn't figure out what's wrong. Hopefully you use some of those signs, listen to the tips, figure out if that really is what's going on with you, and try to like plan accordingly to make like life just be easier for you. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let me know if you guys have ever been gaslit, and if it did, like, how did you guys handle it? And if you got over it, or if you're still trying to go through it, like, let us know down below. So thank you guys for watching. Peace, love, and blessings, and see you guys later. Bye.